All right, shares of AMD also in focus. They are moving a little bit. Let me take a look at where that stock is right now. A little bit under pressure this morning, down about 1.8%. The chip maker looking for a power up ahead of its third quarter results after the bell today. And AMD, the AI hype, AMD is playing catch up with Nvidia, which currently rules the roost in chips, in AI chips. Investors will certainly be tuning into AMD's earnings call to learn more about its new artificial intelligence accelerator chip and the growth prospects that could bring to the company. Now, recently, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su made the case that the field in AI is more wide open than it might appear right now. An idea AMD seems to be betting on. I mean, AMD certainly, it's trying to, kind of shore up its position in potentially the number 2 spot. But we know that Nvidia has been far and away the leader when it comes to this AI chip space. So AMD, in hyper focus, you had Susquehanna analysts reaffirming its positive rating on AMD. Cautious about forecasts for next year. So we will certainly be looking forward to see not just what its results are, but how does it guide?
Yeah, any talk that we continue to get about AI right now, especially given the fact that early on this year, that was the big catalyst for much of the gains that we had seen, and really driven by what Nvidia was saying about the demand profile that they were seeing in the market, and how other companies were also adding on to that fervor, and investors certainly kind of riding that hype cycle here. At this point, though, at the end of the year, it kind of feels like you're squeezing the last bit of paste out of that toothpaste. And so ultimately, it's really a larger question of what the outlooks are saying at this point, too, in tandem with the actual results and where that's coming in. And I kind of lean on Samsung and what they're saying here today as well, or in their most recent earnings that just dropped, saying that they're seeing ongoing strength for high-end AI-oriented products here, and that the demand for generative AI, as they're pointing towards the fourth quarter outlook, that should remain strong. And of course, the demand for AI and normalizing inventory levels, that's going to be the broader outlook here. So what that normalization of the AI demand looks like, that's still uncertain, and the prices to which, the rate at which we can still expect some type of both margin growth and overall just total addressable market growth for these companies too. But this comes in pillars. You've got applications, you've got models, and you've got chips. And right now, it's been the chips that have been winning over the course of this year thus far, until we get to that core kind of model and then the applications that sit on top of that as well.
One of the concerns with AMD is where the demand will be, especially if some of these corporate budgets, if the CapEx spend gets reduced when you think about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Space.